Hello, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? It is time for your mid-month messages. Now, I know I got to you all late this month. Sorry about that. My fault, honestly. Had a bunch of stuff come up and I didn't plan it very well. I could have planned it a little bit better. So I'll take 100% ownership for that. That was all on me. So anyway, the show must continue. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. Don't forget about my tarot card reading course. If you're curious about learning my way of reading the tarot, I put a course together. Also, don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV. I got my new series, Mastering the Matrix. If you are serious about understanding the true functionality behind this matrix, your energy, how your energy creates the experiences that you have in this life, want to follow me over there. But of course, I'm not the only talent over there on High Vibe TV. They got all kinds of cool, interesting shit. And it's just like a social media platform, too. That was one of the things I thought was coolest about it. So all the information for High Vibe TV is in the description of the video as well, if you want to check that out. All right, let's jump into this. I'm starting these off with general messages. General messages. What general messages do we have for Aquarius? What's some good general messages we have? Uh-oh, some of y'all are worried about money. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you, the way you look at money, some of you may actually honestly be struggling with money, but I really figure this right here indicates that the struggles that you're having with money have a lot more to do with your energy, your perception of money, how you look at it. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Some of you may have just recently, if you recently lost your job, I know that's not going to be everybody, but if you recently either lost your job or got a new job somewhere else, even if you lost your job, now this is going to sound real specific. I know not everybody lost their job, but there's got to be at least one of you out there who did just recently lose your job. And even though it has you worried about finances and money a little bit, you still feel like relieved. Like, oh, man, at least I'm not working at that piece of shit place anymore. But new doorways of opportunity are opening for you. My only concern with this Death card reverse next to the Four of Wands right here is that you may not recognize an open door of opportunity. There could be opportunities right in front of your face and you walk right past them. Look, what I always say, test it out. Test it out. Even if it looks crazy, test it out. Try it. If you get this funny little feeling, to try something, act on it. Train yourself to respond to that little reflex that you have. We have these funny little impulses all the time. And a lot of times the ego brain gets involved and says, no, I'm not doing that. No, that's stupid. No, that doesn't make any sense. And if we start giving ourselves permission to act on those funny little impulses that don't make any sense, like say you're in the middle of building a business, you're researching, you're doing your thing, you're building your website. Then all of a sudden you get this weird, funny urge out of nowhere to go take your dog on a walk. Well, the ego brain kicks in and says, no, I can't do that. I ain't got time for that. I got to build this business. But if you follow that, you never know. That could lead you to the next person that you're supposed to connect with on your journey. You could end up running into somebody at the park. We need to give ourselves permission to act on those funny little impulses, because that's where when you start functioning like that, you feel a funny little urge, try it. Eventually, You'll follow the breadcrumbs to an amazing breakthrough eventually. But that wasn't the advice portion. I just had to throw that in there because I am seeing that a lot of you are walking right past new doorways of opportunity and don't recognize it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get the general advice then. What is the general advice for Aquarius? General advice. Ooh, King of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands reversed. Oh, okay. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear this. Now, I just got done telling Capricorn something kind of sort of similar, but not quite. Okay. When it comes to dealing with other people, always remember, people try to make you feel how they feel. Always remember that. Okay. People who are happy and uplifted, they try to make you happy and lift you up. People who are thriving and successful, they try to help you become thriving and successful. People who feel miserable and worthless try to make you feel miserable and worthless. People who feel stupid and insignificant try to make you feel stupid and insignificant. So always, always remember that when somebody's trying to make you feel a certain way, that tells you everything you need to know about how they feel. Because that's just the way that we operate as humans. We all do. We all want everybody else to feel the way we feel, whether it's good or bad. I don't know why that came through here. That didn't really seem like that had anything to do with, but maybe hopefully somebody needed to hear that. Just always remember that. Always, always revert back to that. Like if you have that family member who's always trying to cut you down, just know that that comes from something deep rooted they have going on inside themselves. Okay. Don't take shit personal. Just nod, say thank you. Okay. And then go do whatever the fuck you're going to do anyway. Okay. All right. Now we're going to look at the current person because I've done so little current person reading for this month. Remember, if you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns with your current person, this is not for you. All right. What's the deal? What's going on between Aquarius and the current person? What's happening? What's the problem? What's the dealio, Emilio? Ace of Wands. Ah, okay. Some of you dealing with a Pisces. Okay. Also have Taurus here. Okay, well, this looks like an ongoing problem. Whatever the problem is, or problems, it looks to me so far like it's either been ongoing or you don't even want to give this the chance for it to turn into an ongoing problem. One of the two. I can't tell which one it is. But either way, I'm really seeing you just kind of stepping back like, yo, this is just a waste of fucking time. This is a waste of time. This, again, I can't figure out which. Maybe it's half and half. But for some of you, this has been a cycle that's just been repeating itself and repeating itself. For others of you, it hasn't even gotten to that point, but you already know it's about to. Maybe some of you have been in toxic cycles before. And you already know the minute you see it coming, you're like, I already know where this is going. I already fucking know where this is going. So I don't even want to give it the chance, Thank you, Sean, for that super chat. Appreciate you. So yeah, you're really starting to feel like you're wasting your time, ready for a fresh new start. I see you completely detaching from this situation altogether. Shutting down, going cold. Again, it's driving me nuts. I'm trying to figure out whether or not this has been ongoing I think for a lot of you, it probably has. Okay. Communication's not that great between the two of you. Some of you want to be single. Okay, whatever. That didn't tell me much. I just feel like you're shutting down, though. Shutting down, starting to go numb. Like, I don't even want to go there. Well, let's look at this person that you're dealing with. The current person. Let's see the energy. What kind of person are they? What's their energy look like? Whoops, strength card reversed. Could be a Leo for some of you. Yeah, they're drained by this connection too. I feel like, though, you know what that energy feels to me? I don't think that has anything to do with you. I really don't. And some of you may not really even realize that whatever issue this person has, I don't care if you've been with this person for 10 years. Whatever problems that are manifesting within them, that's seeds that were planted long before you even knew them. So it's real deep seated, deep. Do you know how many fucking Let me just say this. You know, it's sad how many relationships get flushed down the toilet, all because of some shit that at the end of the day has nothing to do with either of the two people involved. Person A and person B are both letting shit from their past destroy the connection between them. It's like the shit that I'm taking out on you ain't got nothing to do with you. And the shit you're doing to me has nothing to do with me. Like, we're basically attacking each other with defense mechanisms that we built against shit that happened before we even met each other. Isn't that fucked up? We got to learn true healing, yo. We got to learn true healing. All right. Anyway, that's a different topic for a different video. Okay. 5 of Cups reverse. Judgment. See, this person's codependent. That's what it is. I told you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. They do love you, though. They do love you, but this person is emotionally codependent. So, no, I'm not going to go on that big, long lecture tonight. I don't have the energy for it, to be honest with you. I'm still jet lagged from my trip. But I will say that basically this person expects their emotional needs to be met by you and this relationship. They think that their problems are due to a lack of love from other people, and that the solution to their problems will be found in somebody loving them. That's your average codependent mindset right there. My problems have nothing to do with me. They have everything to do with nobody loving me. And the solution to my problems can be found in somebody showing up in my life and loving me the right way. Isn't that what most people tend to think who are like really codependent? And if that really worked, I wouldn't have a job. That's what I see this person's biggest problem is. They're codependent. Codependent, they have very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem. And the Lover's card is reversed, so they do feel the connection between the two of you getting weaker and weaker. They don't feel as connected to you as they once did. They're starting to feel this coming to an end too, but they don't really want it to. They do have genuine love for you. They just don't know how to deal with their own emotional situations. They don't. Whenever they wake up and they have a bad day, they are completely unaware that it's up to them to carve out their own energetic pathway moving forward. You know, like when you first wake up in the morning, it's up to you to start setting the tone for the day in the morning. It's what you say to yourself about yourself in the first 20 minutes to an hour when you're awake. You know, they have no idea how to create their own happiness. They have no clue. That's your job, Aquarius. That's your job. You're supposed to make this person feel better about themselves. If you don't, you're a shitty person. But I'll say in their defense, I don't think that they have bad intentions by feeling that way. They're just ignorant. Ignorance can be fixed. So, okay, let's look at the outcome then. Let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome? Will this take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or just plateau and stay the same? Queen of Swords, there's you, boo-boo. There's you getting colder and colder and colder every day that passes. Yep. Getting colder and colder and colder. But I do feel like, oh, no, you know what? And the King of Swords. Well, what's that Queen of Cups all about right there? I'm seeing you talking to somebody new, honestly. I'm feeling like you're catching feelings for somebody else. This looks like this has all the ingredients you need for a good trauma bond. Uh-oh, I see you connecting with somebody new and catching feelings for somebody else. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing separation happening, though. Whoever this is you're catching feelings for, I don't see you leaving your current person for them. But that energy will destroy the connection with time if you don't keep it in check. Yes, it will. Let me just say this to everybody out there. I don't care who you are, Aquarius, cross watcher, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, if you're watching for the hell of it. I don't care who you are. You can't hide energy from the universe. Oh, no, you can't. I know some people out there, they get this big, cocky, arrogant, big-headed, no, I can control it better than that. If I just keep my mouth shut and put on the right act, nobody will know. You're sorely mistaken. It doesn't matter what everybody thinks. It doesn't matter what other people know. What matters is what's really happening in your heart and mind. You ain't hiding that from the universe. No, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. So, let's get the advice. What's the advice? What's the advice? 7 of Pentacles. So, don't leave just yet. Don't leave just yet. Okay, don't leave just yet. We need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. We need to come to terms with, like, basically, if there's, okay, the person that you're dealing with needs to understand that you are only capable of providing them with maybe 10% of their own happiness. That's it. It's all you can really do. You can't make a person happy. You can do little things to make them feel better, and that's a little boost. Like if your person's having a bad day, right? And you say, is there anything I can do for you? What can I do to make you feel better? And they say, oh, please do this, 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 and this, and this. And let's say you go do all that. That's only going to provide enough happiness to give the person a little boost. And then they have to go inside and say, okay, all right, that was a good little boost. Let me get myself into my own happiness in my own light. And if they don't do that, There's nothing you can do to make them happy. Happiness is a state of being. You cannot create somebody else's state of being. You cannot create somebody else's emotional state. All you can do is be a helping hand. I can be a helping hand for you. What can I do? Do you need me to be an ear to listen? You need some advice? Do you need me to do this for you? You need me to do that for you? All that provides, no matter what you do, you can bend over and break your back for your person to try to help them feel a little bit better. All that does is give them a little boost up. Little boost. About 10, maybe 15% of a little boost of happiness. And then it's up to them to say, okay, time for me to go inside and make myself happy. And they need to understand that. They need to understand true happiness, true love, and the way that energy really functions and behaves. True happiness is not something somebody can bring to you. True love is not something that somebody can bring to you. You have to find true love in here. You have to find true happiness in here. And then you bring your true love and happiness into somebody else's life who has also found true love and true happiness. And then you all can share what you've already found with each other. But if I'm empty and you're empty, we can't bring true love and true happiness to each other. We're both fucking empty. Doesn't work that way. So we just need to try to get this person to understand that. And once the light comes on in their head and they go in and they take accountability and say, yeah, okay, I am responsible for my own happiness. And they start doing their own work on themselves, y'all can have something much more successful. Much more successful. All right. Let's look at the next person due to come in. Next soul contract due to come into Aquarius's life. Ooh. Queen of Cups, though. Ooh, you falling for this person quick, ain't you? Mm-hmm. Hang on a second. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, you falling for them quick, though. Some of you are catching feelings for this person before you all even really, make it official. Oh, that explains it. So this person just randomly shows up in your life, and for some reason, they stick out in the crowd. For some reason, they just stick out like a big sunflower in the middle of a big field. They just stick out. Why? Why do you feel this really intense connection with this person out of nowhere? Why do you feel like you've known this person your whole life? Because you have known them your whole life. The two of you have a karmic contract from a previous lifetime. Now, don't let the word karma alarm you. That does not mean that it has to be a bad thing. Okay, please, everybody, we got to stop misusing that word. Karma does not mean bad. Karma does not mean punishment. When I say that, especially in regards to a romantic relationship, when I say this is a karmic soulmate, what I mean is this is a member of your soul family that you all had a connection, a contract in a previous lifetime, and for whatever reason, you don't feel like the two of you completed that contract successfully. So you're trying it again in this lifetime. That's all I mean when I say that. Okay. So don't let that scare you. Oh my God, karmic soulmate. Oh, people say that shit all the time. They come to me and they're, oh, the karmic. Oh, this person's still with their karmic. Like, oh my God. Anyway. Okay. Could be a Cancer for some of you. I also have Aries here. Okay. Really intense connection up front. Really intense connection. Like I said, some of you are falling stupid ass head over heels in love for this person before you all even really, maybe you're just talking on Facebook a little bit. We just kind of talking, and I'm already like, oh my God, this connection is so fucking intense. It's driving me nuts. Let's see how they feel about you. Let's see how this person feels about Aquarius. How do they view you? How do they see you? How they feel about you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? Knight of Pentacles reverse. Oh, Nine of Swords. So this connection scares the shit out of them too. Page of Cups, though. Six of Cups. Yup. They feel that past life connection. Yup. So they feel the same way about you as you feel about them. Yep, they sure do. Scares the shit out of them, though. And that's the thing so let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about karma and the negative connotations that come along with that word. Are karmic contracts challenging? Yes, they can tend to be. And one of the many reasons why they can turn out to be challenging is because when the two of you first link up in this lifetime, the connection is intense. Why is it so intense? Because we've had this contract waiting since before we were born. So, of course, as soon as we first make eye contact, bam, it's going to grab you by the soul. It's going to grab me by the soul. There's this feeling of recognition. And because we're humans here in amnesia and we don't remember this contract, whenever that feeling hits you like a fucking slug to your chest, what's that do? It triggers your defenses, doesn't it? Whoa, what the fuck? What's going on? How did you get in here? Who the fuck are you? Why do I feel this weird connection with you? How are you? How is your energy getting in here so quick? I meet people all day, every day. I connect with this person, that person. Then all of a sudden, who the fuck are you? And how are you getting your energy in here? So if all it takes is one person to trigger their defenses and throw their guard up like that, and if we don't put that energy in check, you're basically asking for challenges. Because if we first connect and we're immediately guarded, eventually, somebody is going to defend themselves. Eventually, somebody is going to either say the wrong thing or take something the wrong way or whatever the case may be. If you're guarded, you're eventually going to act in defense. And whether you're actually defending yourself against a genuine attack or you just took something the wrong way because you're emotionally uneasy, doesn't really matter. Then that carves out the energetic pathway of that connection moving forward. And it's going to be challenging. Okay. So anyway, okay. Well, I guess let's look at the outcome then. The outcome for the first month of this next connection. Outcome for the first month. What's the outcome for the first month of this next connection? Okay, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so I don't see this coming to an end. Y'all are working on this. Ooh, this looks good. Ace of Cups reverse, though. Okay. Looks pretty good, though. Hang on. Hold up. There we go. Nine of Wands reverse. Beautiful. Good. Okay. So is this going to take lift off and turn into a really strong, insanely intense connection, moving in together, about to get married next week type shit? No. No. But are you getting ghosted? Is this coming to an end? No, it's not. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a rough, bumpy ride starting off. Both of you feel this connection. I'm not seeing any drama popping off between the two of you. And it'll probably be near the end of the first month into the beginning of the second month of this new connection that the guard is going to start to come down. The guard is coming down slowly but surely. The guard is coming down. So that's good. That is good. Okay. Still a little bit of tension in there, though. Still a little bit of tension. That's so vague, though. So vague. Whatever. Let's just get the advice then. Fuck it. This is the important part anyway. What's the advice? Advice, 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 advice. What's the best advice for Aquarius with the next person due to come in? Page of Pentacles. Okay. So be sure you can establish a cordial, casual, professional connection with this person. I don't think you're going to struggle with that anyway. I don't even know why that came out, honestly, but that's normally the first thing you try to do anyway, isn't it? Okay. Oh. Maintain your independence. Now we got to talk a little bit about that. Okay. There's a big fuss being made on the internet right now, and there has been for the past couple of years when it comes to independence. Independence and codependency. Being independent does not mean that I close myself off, throw my walls up, and refuse to let you help me. Okay. That's kind of toxic, honestly. Independent means I'm not going to ask for or accept help unless I genuinely need it. Okay. Codependency does not mean that shit, I need some help with something, so I come ask you for help. Just because I ask you for help, or I need a helping hand, or I need some assistance, or I need a shoulder to lean on for a day, that's not codependency. Codependency means I depend on some outside source to be my only source of whatever it is that I'm looking for. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Government assistance. Government assistance. I've been on government assistance before. When I lived in a homeless shelter, I was legally required, in order to be in that program and live in that shelter, I was legally required to get on food stamps. If you could prove that you were on government assistance back then in 2015, you could get a free government issued Obama phone. Y'all remember those? Well, I used government assistance to assist me while I was working my way up the mountain. Okay. Now, how many people do you know who get on government assistance and they depend on it? They depend on it. Like they live their whole life, been living the past 5 years, depending on those food stamps, depending on that welfare check. Okay. This is a perfect model for independence and codependency. You can, just because you're on government assistance doesn't make you codependent. It depends on what you're doing with it. If you are on a path, I'm working to better myself. You know, this is just temporary. I'm only on these food stamps while I'm going to college to get my degree, to get a better job. Or I'm only collecting this disability check while I'm working to build my own business. This is helping me out while I am working to build my business, while I'm going to college. And eventually, I won't need this anymore. This is just assistance that is assisting me on my way up the mountain. Does this make sense? So when it comes to this person right here, maintain your independence. Okay? What that means is don't fall into emotional codependency, meaning expecting this person to be your only source of love and happiness. And especially when it comes to finances as well. Okay? When it comes to don't depend on anything or anyone outside of you to be your only source of anything, whether it's money, whether it's happiness, whether it's love. Okay. Anything outside of you, anyone outside of you, all they can do is be of assistance. Okay. So maintain your independence and don't try too hard. If you ever find yourself bending over backwards trying to make this person see you a certain way, oh no, you should never have to work overtime to get a person to see your value. Ever. If you ever find yourself bending over backwards, about to break your back, trying to make somebody see your value or what your worth is, or trying to make someone like you, you need to back away. Back away. Be you. Be unapologetically you within the boundaries of moral fortitude. Use common sense. A lot of people out here, they're real loud, rude, aggressive, and angry. Oh, I'm just being unapologetically me. Okay, well, you still have to go inside and use common decency and common sense, you know. But for the very most part, as long as you are on a path of spiritual evolution, ascension, manifestation, bettering yourself, becoming the best version of yourself you can possibly be, then yes, be unapologetically yourself. And anybody who isn't down with it can go bye-bye. So I don't think you'll have to worry about any of that with this person, though. I don't think so. I don't think so. Just see, at the very beginning of this connection, it's going to be very much like you're walking a tightrope in a windstorm. So it's going to require a lot of balance for that first month, maybe 2 months, before both of you kind of slowly start letting your guards down, opening up and being more vulnerable with each other. But you might want to go ahead and just be the bigger person and you start opening up first. As long as you maintain your emotional independence, you can open up and be vulnerable and they can't hurt you. Okay, I feel like those are the messages that my Aquarius friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all for tuning in and playing along once again. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still keep showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. You can even purchase my tarot reading course if you're curious to learn my way of reading the tarot. It's only $11.11 if you're interested. Also, don't forget to catch me over there on High Vibe TV with my new series, Mastering the Matrix. It's all in the description of this video. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.